Hey there, it's Nick here and welcome to the channel.
Today's video focuses on using the autofill option in Microsoft Excel.
So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below. Also hit on the bell icon to get notified when I post any new content. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for being part of the family. Now let's get to the PC and do some work.
So in the previous episode, we looked at how to perform some basic calculations using Microsoft Excel formula. And so if you've not watched that, I'm gonna leave a link to that video in the description below and also at the top of this video, since this video is a continuation of that. In today's video, we are going to look at how to use Microsoft Excel's autofill together with the Excel formulas to perform complex computations. So if you remember this chart very well, this was the table that we created in our previous lesson or in the previous episode. And so what we are going to do today is to see how can we simplify our computations without manually multiplying each of the price per unit with the quantity that we bought. And we can do this by using the autofill function in Excel, and I'm going to show you how we can do that. And so let's continue populating this table. And so let's say now we have sugar. Let's add sugar, and then let's say the price for sugar was $3.59, for example. And maybe we bought let's say 2, and then let's also add water, and we purchased the price for water was $5.99, for example, and we got 2 of those. And let's say we got some cans of tomatoes, and the price was $2.18, for example, and we had about 8 cans. So now what we want to do next is to multiply the price per unit with the quantity that we purchased and the amounts. And so what we're going to do is, just as we've been doing already, we're just going to do our equal sign, select cell B2, introduce our multiplication symbol, and then cell C2, and then hit enter. And we're gonna do a second one, for example, for cell B3, select our price and then select our quantity, hit enter. Now I cannot keep doing this, right? And we want a simple way of doing this. So how do we do that? Now what we can do is, because we've just done for the first 2, Excel through its intelligence knows what is going on. And so here, if I look in the formula bar, I can see that I'm multiplying cell B2 to cell C2, okay, and the same applies to the next one. I'm multiplying cell B3 with cell C3, and so Excel knows whatever is going on. And so with that information given to Excel, what I can do is I can simply use the autofill function to populate my amount column without typing it one by one. And so how do you do that? What you do is you press and hold, you click and hold the first item, and then drag it down to the second item so that you select both, and be sure you click and hold, else it's gonna mess it up for you. And once both are selected, you can see they are highlighted in this green box, and down here you can see this small green box over here, and as I introduce my mouse to it, it's gonna change to a dark cross. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on that and hold, and just drag it down to wherever I want to end, just like this, and it's gonna populate everything for me. Very simple. And so let's say if I had a lot of rows here, I'm just gonna do for everything, and it's automatically gonna compute it for me. And for our total money spent, what we can do is, instead of doing if you remember in the previous video, what we were doing was we were selecting each of these, doing plus, adding each of these items like that, right? This is so manual, this is time consuming, but Excel is here to make our work easy. So what do? What we can do, or how we can do this, is I'm gonna clear this formula, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select that cell, hit equal to, and then I'm gonna do sum or type sum. So sum is a function, and I'm gonna show you guys function in some upcoming videos. And then once my sum is selected like this, I'm just gonna select, drag and drop all the values that I want to sum. So I can see I'm summing values from cell D2 all the way to cell D9, and I'm just gonna close this bracket and hit enter, and this is gonna automatically sum all the amount for me. Okay, and we can see the formula here in this box, and we're gonna look at more into formulas in some upcoming videos. So this is how you can automatically populate your computations, and this does not only apply to computation, it can be applied to anything else. So let's look at another example. Let's say we want to look at the month of the year, for example. So let's say I want to do January, February, and let's say I want Excel to continue for me. What I'll do is, again, just the same operation, just highlight on the first one, drag it down to the second one, and I can easily double click it on this small box, green box over here, or just drag it and drop it down. And as you drop in, we can see that it's changing here all the way here, and I'm gonna get January all the way to December. And this can be applied to, let's say, the days of the week, for example. So let's say we have Monday, Tuesday, and I just want to populate this. I do the same thing. I click on the first one, hold it, drag it down to the second one, and then now come down here and then scroll it down like that. And so this is a way of using the autofill function in Excel together with some computations. If you want to use it for computation, this is a way to do that.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and share with others. Also, let's get interactive by dropping your comment in the comment box below and following us on both Facebook and Instagram. See you in the next video.